Washington, D.C. July 24, 2025. At today's State Department press briefing, Principal Deputy Spokesperson Thomas, Tommy Pigott, addressed a range of pressing global issues, reaffirming U.S. diplomatic positions and highlighting ongoing efforts to tackle international crises. From rising tensions in the Middle East to evolving challenges in global climate cooperation, Pigott offered updates, fielded questions, and underscored the Biden administration's commitment to multilateralism and democratic values. Key highlights from the briefing: 1. Iran nuclear talks and looming sanctions. Pigott confirmed that the U.S. supports ongoing European diplomatic efforts aimed at reviving nuclear negotiations with Iran before the potential reimposition of sanctions in October. "We continue to encourage diplomacy. There is still time for Iran to come to the table and engage seriously," Pigott stated. "We are closely coordinating with our European allies and remain committed to preventing Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon." When asked whether the U.S. would back the snapback of sanctions if talks fail, Pigott said the administration is evaluating all options, but prefers a diplomatic solution. 2. Gaza humanitarian crisis. Pigott expressed grave concern about the deteriorating humanitarian conditions in Gaza, especially reports of medical professionals collapsing from hunger while trying to treat patients. "We are alarmed by the suffering of civilians in Gaza, including the healthcare workers operating under inhumane conditions. We continue to call for sustained humanitarian access and urge all parties to facilitate aid deliveries." He added that the U.S. has increased its humanitarian assistance and is working with partners in the region to open more aid corridors. 3. Support for Ukraine. Pigott reaffirmed unwavering U.S. support for Ukraine as Russian forces intensify operations near key cities in the east. The United States remains firmly committed to Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. "We are continuing to provide military, economic, and humanitarian support," he said, citing the recent approval of an additional $3 billion security aid package. 4. Climate diplomacy and ICJ ruling. Pigott welcomed the International Court of Justice's advisory opinion issued this week, which stated that nations have a legal responsibility to combat climate change. "We view this as an important legal and moral signal to the international community. The United States shares the ICJ's recognition of the urgency and is proud to lead global climate action through the Paris Agreement and beyond." He noted that Secretary Blinken will attend the upcoming Climate Ministerial Summit in Nairobi, where the ICJ ruling will be discussed.